Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you my flower and field card box. So this is a project that has done the rounds a fair few times, and there's lots of different variations of sizes, shapes, colours and all sorts going on. I wanted one because I love the Flower and Field DSP, but it is quite dark. And I kind of struggled a little bit with stuff to create with it to stop it looking so dark. But I also wanted to show how versatile it can be. So I made this little box. It's got a little belly band on the front here that I'm just going to slide down. And then when you open the top up, there is a selection of 3x3 note cards. So those are the envelopes, and I've literally just created with different colour cardstock, and you could fit more than 6. I think you maybe get 8 or 10 in there, to be honest. But yeah, I just created these little note cards, which I love. I think they're really pretty, and using the different coloured cardstock also shows off how much it coordinates and how pretty it is. That's the thing that I do love most about Stampin' Up! Is the coordination. So this is Pumpkin Pie, which again is a colour that we only seem to use for Halloween and autumn. But I thought, no, I really want to use that. I've not used it for ages. And all of these sentiments as well are from Many Messages. So it was literally just stamp it, cut them out, and then I've got all of the sentiments ready to go. So it was really simple. It is a simple project that would make a lovely gift. As I say, that's 6 with envelopes, but I think if you wanted to, you could probably get a good 2 to 4 more in there. Even if you didn't use dimensionals to hold your sentiments, you'd probably get more too. But yeah, as I say, I really like it. Why can't I get that in? Okay, we'll go for the option of going at the back. There we go. The only thing I did do on this that I will be doing differently on the one I make with you guys is that I cut these off, which was a bit of a mistake, because when I put my lid on, it sort of will just keep going past the edges. So I will be leaving those on and showing you how you leave those on. But yeah, it's just a nice little gift, and you could send that to someone and just say, you know, there's a few cards for you to send out to people. But I really like it. But it's dead simple to make. So let's get started. So you will need some cardstock that is 10 by 5 1/4. I'm using So Saffron this time, another colour I've not used a great amount of. 10 by 5 1/4, 25.5 by 13.5. And on the short side, we're going to score at 1 inch and 4 1/4, which will be 2.5 and 11 centimetres. Then we're going to rotate, and on the long side we're going to score at 2, 3, 6 1/4 and 7 1/4. And in centimetres that will be 5, 7.5, 16 and 18.5. Okay, we're going to fold and burnish these score lines. And then do some cutting. Okay, so the larger panel will be the lid, so it will fold round this way. Okay, so this will be the lid. So we're going to start off with then by leaving these pieces whole, and then these small squares here we're going to go across, tuck that under, fold that under and trim the sides. Okay, the same again the other side, trim there and then tuck these into wedges. The sides here we're going to leave whole as well. And then these bits, this is where your shoulders are going to sit. So we're actually going to do these the opposite way round. Just trim them a little. And then this side, I'm going to do the same again. So trim them down and cut those into wedges. And then these top pieces here, we're going to cut away completely. Okay. Then, before I forget, because it's something I always do, I've got my detailed corner rounder trio, whatever it was, punch, and I'm just rounding the corners of what will be the sort of the lid stroke front part. Okay, then we're going to pop our DSP on. So I've got this pretty one this time. So you're going to need one piece that is 3 by 3 or 8 by 8 centimetres, a piece that is 2.5 by 3 or 6.5 by 8, a piece that is 1 3/4 by 3 or 2 by 8, and then 3 pieces that are 3/4 of an inch by 3 or 2 by 8 centimetres. Okay, we are then going to adhere these. So, remembering which way round this is going, this is your lid, and this is where you'll need the 2.5 by 3. So let's round the corners here, and you'll notice that my DSP has a directional pattern. So I'm making sure that it sits the correct way on here. So I'm going to stick this one on. And likewise, one of the thin strips will go on as the lid. And then I'm going to turn it round because the 3 by 3 or 8 by 8 is going on the back. And then the sides, I've actually completely cut this wrong because the sides are now going to be not the right way, but that's fine, I don't mind. So there's me telling you to make sure your direction's correct, and then I mess mine up completely. Never mind. DSP on the sides, and then the last part, again just twist it round, make sure you're getting it the right way. That will go on the front here. Okay, then we're just going to adhere this all up. I'm actually going to use some of my Seal Plus here. So yeah, this is the bottom. Don't want to be adhering those shoulders, as I call them. So they will be tucked in there, and then I need some adhesive on those parts there. So that is going to go round onto the bottom part there. And then these will be tucked inside, just like so. Now, when I did my pumpkin pie box, I did actually stick those over the top. I don't know if you can see there. So I actually stuck them on the outside and then covered them with DSP. So you can do it either way, whichever way you prefer. But that is my box made up. I think that's better now with those shoulders there. So then I just need my cards to put inside. So I've pre-cut and adhered my cards. As I say, they're 3 by 3 or are they 15? No. I can't remember what 3 by 3 is in centimetres, but anyway, there's my cards with half an inch less DSP. My envelopes here, don't quite know what's happened there. So those are my envelopes, which I'm going to pop inside ready. And then I just need my sentiments. So I've got my So Saffron, I've got my F block ready, many messages, which is a good old Adhesive stamp. I'm going to stick that on there. And then I'm going to get my cardstock out that I forgot to get out. So some basic white here. And then I'm going to ink up my stamp with my So Saffron. Make sure it's all covered and everywhere's got ink on it. And then stamp it onto my cardstock. Beautiful. And then I'm just going to trim that now so I can put it through my die cut machine. Okay, so bring in the big boss. There we go. And then I'm going to pop that on to there. And then I've got my messages die, because it is only one fabulous die. And I'm going to pop this on here. Now I actually got this from Lovely Kay on Papercraft Skies. If you line up your hearts and stars, the rest falls into place. So that's those lined up. Run this through. Sadly it's, oh crumbs, very noisy. Sadly this die is too big to go through the baby, so we'll just have to deal with the big one today. And there you have all your sentiments and things. And then you can obviously save these to use on more projects or whatever you want. And then you just pick out the ones you want. So just a card to say hello. I want the hearts and stars. Hooray, it's your birthday. Thank you for being you goes on the front with my heart. Sending happy thoughts. So what's that? 1, 2, 3. Be strong, be brave, you've got this. Thank you ever so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm so happy to celebrate these moments with you. Now all of these I can now save, and I can either make up some more cards or I can put them wherever. So dimensionals, and again it's up to you if you're choosing which particular cards have certain sentiments for colours, but I'm just going with any of these just to show you. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm just going to add a star to this one with a glue dot. Just there. Hooray, it's your birthday. Crikey, fighting with these now. It's because I'm trying to do it quick, because you don't want to see me sticking these on. Hooray, it's your birthday. I'm going to go with another star on that one. And these last two, sending happy thoughts. That's going to go on the pink one, I think. And just a card to say hello. Don't need that little star. And then this one, just going to pop there. Get my bone folder in. Obviously with the darker coloured bases you'll perhaps need some Whisper White basic white on your insert, just so that you've got something to write on. Certainly the black one will need it. And the colours I've used on this one are Just Jade, So Saffron, Granny Apple Green, Basic Black, Flirty Flamingo and Cherry Cobbler. Those are the ones that I've used here. So I'm going to pop those inside. It's quite nice that that one's on the front. And fold that over. And then we just need our belly band. And this is 1 inch by 9.5 or 2.5 by 24. And again, me being me, I'm just going to place it on the front. I kind of lined it up with this edge here, where you can see as you hold it on, you can see that it's lined up. And then I'm just going to crease it round and then take it off. Make sure this is lined up and burnish. Again, no DSP on this. I could have done, but I just wanted to keep it plain. Show off those beautiful colours. And then again, just pop it back on now once you've burnished those marks. And to be honest, all I do here generally is with my nail, I just sort of scratch where the overlap is, and then I just add my adhesive back on and round, and then it's just a case of lining them up and then popping your, what have I done with those dimensionals? Here they are. Popping that little sentiment on the front and your heart. Oh, crumbs. Thought it suddenly gone dark and it was my lamp. And then my little heart here. Just going to pop just there. And you can add as many more embellishments as you like, but I think they're really pretty. Thanks for joining me, guys. Don't forget, you've only got this week left now to get your sale-a-bration items, so get them while you can. Take care and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.